Okay, hello people, this is Amateur Engineering. Today I'm going to be, this is part one of my iPhone and iPod game development, simple game development videos. You could also make it for the iPad if you'd like. We're going to be making a simple Pong game, tennis, whatever you want to call it. So first, let's get started. You're going to need these 4 pictures. I'll try to do this in as few videos as possible. These 4 pictures, I'll probably post a link for the download. One for the background, you don't really need it, but it's just nice. You can make it in Paint real easy. 320 by 480 to fit the background. A ball, any size you would like. I did mine like 15 by 15. And 2 paddles, one for the player and one for the computer. And I just about 5 height by 60 or 65, any size you would like though. So we're gonna be making like a full featured game with the start home screen, uh, possibly a loading screen, but um, let's get started. Go to Xcode, new project, view based, we'll call it game. First we're gonna want to import all these. We're going to resources and add, so they're there. We don't have to mess with that right now. We're also going to want to add a new file. A UI view controller subclass. Do not check that any of these off. I'm going to call it second. And here's the start screen. Like you can press start and then go to the game. Here's where the game's going to be. So first, we don't really need much in here. Just you can add whatever content you want. I'm just going to make it simple. We're going to do an IB action next, and we're going to declare that right here. IB action next. Um, so we're going to do self present model view controller second, animated yes. Sorry, I totally forgot to do one thing. Here we have to do at class for the second. Sorry if I'm going a little fast. We need that for the class. That's second. And we need to do an IB outlet second. And we'll call it second. And then we just need it's good to synthesize that. I mean, do add property non-atomic retain for memory management. Second. Oops. Second. So, and now we just have to synthesize that in here. So, let's just build that. You always want to build every so often, just to make sure you don't have any problems. What did I do here? Oh, that's probably the whole problem. Yep. So that's what we need here. Oops. And so now we can go into second.h, and I'm actually gonna just copy and paste this code for because it's kind of boring just to see you watching type. You might want to pause the video right here so you can write it down. Here we're making IB outlets for UI image views for the ball, the player paddle, and the computer paddle. Here we're making a UI label for tap to start. It'll come up, it'll say tap to start, you'll tap, and the game will start. And we'll declare that in the second.m. And we'll do IB outlet UI label for that will show the computer score and the player score. Here we need a CG point for the ball velocity, how far the ball will be able to bounce, and how fast and such. And here NS integers for the game state, and 2 other NS integers that will record the player score value and the computer score value. And here we're just doing at property non-atomic retain for all of them. And here we're doing a void for reset and new game. When someone loses, it'll reset everything, and you can tap and a new game will start. we also have to do another IB action back, so we can go back to the home screen. Um, so now we can actually start in the .m. First, we're gonna be wanting to let's just start in the resources by going to the game view controller.xib. Let's build this to make sure there's no errors. That's fine. So now let's just build it, and here will be the first view, and we actually need to drag in a view controller and a view, and remember when we did add class, and the class is second. Okay, so let's go to the first one again and drag second to second and drag the view into the view. So now we can just make a round rect button. I'm going to make this simple. Start, and you can drag oops, next to start, sorry, and touch up inside. This one up in the back, we'll say back, and here we'll click on second so we can connect the back to the oops, sorry, back to back, touch up inside, and we can make that custom. So now we can go into media. We can actually drag in a image view. Sorry if I'm going a little fast. I don't want to make it too long. And in the next video, so click on that layout. Say actually, oops. So first we have to go in here, and the background will be the table, and we'll have to click on that. Layout, send to back, so that will show up. And in the second video we'll be defining everything. This video is pretty much just getting started. And now we need two image views for the paddles and one for the ball. So that one will be ball. We can resize that to 15 by 15. Nice little ball right there. And here it will make this the computer, and we'll make this the player. So now go into there, make it like 60 by 5. Oops. Oops. Lost it. And make that the same by 5. Put them in a nice position. Right there. And now we'll need 3 labels. One for tap to start, make that big. And make that words nice and about that big. Now we need 2 more. One for the computer, and one for the player. Oops, didn't want to do that. So we'll put computer up here. Actually, we'll put it right there. And we'll set these to 0. You don't really have to put that, but I just felt like it. and we'll just put that. So now we're going to connect everything here. The ball to the ball. Oops. The computer paddle to the computer paddle. The computer score to the computer score. The player paddle to the player paddle. The player score to the player score. Tap to start to tap to start. And that's all you need here. So you can just save that, and the next video we'll be getting into the touches began and some game states, defining some game states. So I'll see you then. Watch part 2.